Well, good morning, guys. It is Thursday morning, and we're going out on a duck hunt. I've got the Kayak in the truck with the layout blind, and we're gonna do a little bit of kayak hunt today. We're going to a pool that I can't use a motor in, so that means the old final quack has to stay at home, and we've got to use the kayak. Um, but that's all right. This is a pool I haven't taken a look at this year, so I'm kind of going in blind. We haven't had any birds move in since a week or two ago, so we're still hunting the same birds that we did on opening day, and I mean, it is what it is. So hopefully we can come out today and shoot a few ducks. I've got a dozen of these last pass mallards. These are my kayak mallards. I call them my kayak mallards because, as you can tell, they're not very big. You can fit a lot more inside a kayak compared to the live series mallards, but that's just kind of, there's a little bit of a comparison if you guys can see size wise. They're smaller. So yeah, I've got a dozen of those, and then I'm also bringing 8 of these live series mallards on my Motion Ducks jerk rig, and we're going to be using the ultimate spreader today, using both of them. We're going to be running 8 decoys on the jerk rig. So I think motion's going to be key today. We're just filling up with gas and we'll be on our way. Looks like we're on our way. Perfect. Gotta get going. We're running a little bit short on time, but I think we'll be all right. All right, the kayak is loaded. We got about 20 decoys. Don't forget about this guy. We got Charlie today. And then we're using that Motion Ducks decoy spreader. So we got about an hour until shooting light, so we got to get going. Hopefully it's a good one. So we'll find out. Everything's set up. We got all the decoys out in front of us. We're kind of in like a channel kind of deal. Ideally what's going to happen is they'll just fly down the channel. We got a lot of motion coming out of this spreader, and hopefully that'll suck in these birds. We're in some water that's a little deeper than I like for kayak hunting. It's just above my knee. It can make getting in and out of the kayak a bit difficult, so it is what it is. I could have found a different spot, but this spot looked pretty good. So I guess we'll just hop in the kayak here, lay out for a little bit. We got about 10 minutes till shooting time, and we'll see what that first flight of ducks looks like. Oh my gosh, I gotta have my head on a swivel. It's been about an hour and not a whole lot of action. I found out there's other people hunting here, and they're way over on the other side of the marsh, but they shot a couple, it looked like. So I made a move. I did not like my hide. I did not like the spread. I did not like anything about how I set up. So I switched over. I was sitting over there. Now I'm sitting here. Move the decoys around a little bit, just like this. Ideally they'll come from down up there and swoop in. And we got the little jerky jerk. Hopefully that'll work. One issue I found with using this jerk rig in the kayak is the kayak likes to move too. So I put a stake in the ground here. Hopefully that works. Unfortunately, I don't have a spinner out. Water's too deep for old Charlie. So we'll stick it out here. Hopefully we can get something. That's a perfect example of what not to do. I just changed spots again. This spot is a lot better. It looks really good. I'm excited. Hopefully we get some birds to come through. It's been kind of dull for about 30 minutes or so. It's just that early season grind right now, pushing through those days to get to the mallards. I mean, it's just early part of season here. Honestly, it sucks. It really does. But once things heat up later on, it's so much fun. It's just, you got to work through these days to get to the point where you're killing mallards in these holes. But you know, it's gonna be like 75 degrees and sunny with a south wind today, and we've had like a flashlight moon the past few nights, so duck hunting really isn't, that's really not the best conditions for duck hunting. But we'll just stick it out here and see if we can get some stuff. I'm definitely gonna mark this location on my map because I really like this hole. And actually, one of my most popular videos was filmed like right there. So, fun fact. Let's see if we can get one duck to come in. Everything's right. We got the wind right, we got good motion, we got an excellent hide. I think we'll be good. Yes. Oh my gosh. I was starting to think it would never happen. Oh, I'm so happy right now. Oh, what a beaut. Widgeon, baby. Yeah, I think my hide looks pretty good over there. Decoys look good. We got a bird. Hopefully we can get some more. Finally, we got one. A widgeon too. I love shooting widgeons. They're super cool birds. I'm just happy. This is my second widgeon of the season and I didn't shoot any last year. So pretty stoked about that. But that bird sucked right in, man. Working those decoys on that jerk rig, I think that's what did it. So we're gonna stick it out here. So I went to go pick up that bird and I was walking back and we saw some more. So hopefully the action continues. Normally these late morning flights, sometimes they can get pretty good. Sometimes it's just like, you know, you get one or two, but that definitely lifts my spirits about today. I was thinking I was gonna leave without any birds in hand and just be like, that's hunting, but we're gonna get buttoned up in here and hopefully shoot one or two more. Oh, I knew moving spots would work. Look at the colors on that bird. That is a studly little greenwing. He plopped in out of nowhere, right smack in front of the blind. That was awesome. I saw this one duck fly and I'm watching him, and all of a sudden I hear poop. The little greenwing just plops right in. Oh my gosh. I love this hide too. Check it out. It's like when the doors are closed. Probably gives you a little better perspective. This kayak definitely hides a little better in thicker stuff. I mean, I was in some really thin stuff this morning. That was not working, so I moved. And since making that move, I've shot 2 ducks. So I was like looking down this channel here. I'm like, man, it looks really grassy over there. It looks like a really good hide. And it opens up a little more. And what do you know, it opens up more and you got a better hide. So glad I made that move. 2 ducks on the board now. Let's stick it out. I've got nothing else to do today. Let's get a little time check here. 9:30. So got a little bit of time left. If you guys haven't hit that thumbs up button, be sure to do that, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Getting close to that 100K mark, and I've got a pretty cool way of saying thank you once we hit 100K, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Okay, let's get back in the blind. Well guys, I think you know what this means. We're packed up and we're about to paddle on out of here. Not a bad hunt. We ended with a green wing and a widgeon. Both of them pretty good looking birds. This green wing's an absolute stud muffin, but the widgeon, I don't know, it's a hand, so it is what it is. Not a bad hunt. I'm glad I moved, because if I didn't move I wouldn't have shot birds, and shooting birds is the end goal when you're out on a hunt, so that's pretty sweet. I want to show you guys real quick kind of the pack down that I do on my kayak. I usually put all my decoys in the back, so right now, let's see if you guys can see it. I've got the motion ducks with the live series mallards on the bottom. I just stacked the last passes on top. This is why I call them my kayak mallards. Like, I could fit a lot of them in here. So, loving these decoys. I just got these last week and I'm absolutely loving using these things. They pack really easy. But moving on, down the kayak, we got the blind, of course, and then life jacket, always important. I use a dry bag to carry all of my stuff, and I'll probably end up stacking it on top of the decoys back there when I put this camera in there. And then we've got the shotgun. So pretty simple pack in, pack out. I think I was having GoPro troubles. Every time I'd look at the GoPro, it'd say repairing file. So I hope I got some kind of content out of this thing. I know I've got shot cam video, but if I don't have the GoPro video, I had a green wing land like 5 feet away from me, and that's the one that I shot. So that was really cool. I really hope I got that on the GoPro. I think that new little cover thing I got for my GoPro to help with wind noise instead of using my mic that I absolutely hated, I think that thing overheats the GoPro and it's causing a lot of problems. So gonna probably have to find a different solution to that. But I think it's time we mosey on out of here and get back home. And make sure to smash that like button for me. 2 birds. Not a bad hunt, especially for the conditions. It's been sunny and warm for like the past week. It's been moony at night, like a flashlight moon, and you know, all of the weather conditions that we can't control as waterfowlers are what is making the hunting kind of tough for me right now. I would love to be smacking greenheads in the face, but it's just a little too early for that. Hopefully within the next cold front or 2 cold fronts, we see some big ducks moving in, some mallards, some canvasbacks, some pintails, all the good ducks that we love to shoot. I would love to see that happen here within the next week or so. I think, looking at the weather forecast, we got about a week. Next week is gonna be getting a little colder, so that's gonna be nice. But all in all, like, I'm glad I went on this hunt. I hadn't taken a look at that marsh at all yet this year, and it reminds me a lot of what it looked like a couple years ago, which is perfect. That means we're gonna be shooting ducks, and it's gonna be a fun time. The old quack yak did its job once again. I love this thing. I love hunting out of the kayak. The thing that you gotta remember when you're hunting out of a kayak is that it gets tight. It's cramped, you don't have a lot of room. I think I need to downsize my dry bag. It's just kind of big and bulky, and it's not working the way my old one used to. So I'm gonna probably switch that up when I use the kayak. The hide was good after I moved. The first hide I went to, it was not good. I just wasn't in the right spot. And once I moved, I found a better hide, found a bigger hole, and it seemed to work out. We shot 2 ducks. Unfortunately, I had GoPro issues, and that's something I gotta figure out. I switched over to that little foam thing that goes around it to cut down on wind noise because I was having issues with audio on the microphone. So it's just kind of been a big issue in and of itself. So I hate wind noise, but if it's making it to where I can't get good audio, or I can't get even video for that matter, trying to stop the wind noise, we're gonna just have wind noise. So it is what it is. Widgeon and green wing, what a good hunt. So make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It means a lot when you guys do that. And you can follow me on my social media. I've got Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. So be sure to follow me on there and stay up to date with what's going on. But that's all I've got for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.